I'm Yuri.
I'm Jacob.
And we're going for a drive.
Yes!
2018 Mercedes S560.
Cabriolet.
Convertible for all you peasants out there.
That's right.
So this is the same engine as the S560 that we drove earlier this year.
Yes, the sedan.
What engine's in here again?
The 4-liter twin-turbo V8, as is found in most Mercedes these days.
Horsepower and torque.
463 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little send real quick.
Do
Put
a bit
it
of a
into
send.
Sport Plus.
There you go, luxury send. It's pure thrust.
This thing is so fast and so sporty.
It is so damn smooth.
It feels way sportier than the four-door did.
Yes,
Maybe that's in my head.
it's probably in your head, but it also kind of does.
The looks are amazing.
It's equally comfortable, I'll put that out there.
Yeah, but the looks.
The looks are amazing.
It's a big old two-door Mercedes.
It's massive.
We've driven a lot of convertible Mercedes. I think the AMG GTC is still my favorite looking, but this one is fantastic.
This is so different from that one, and it's honestly, I find it quite crazy that a company can make so many different convertibles, so many different similar cars with similar engines, but make them all feel so different from each other.
True, like this one is, I want to enjoy my life, and the AMG GTC is like, I need to drink a Red Bull every minute.
Yeah, and I want to destroy everybody else's lives with the exhaust.
Yeah, okay, exhaust.
It is very muted.
It has a little bit of pop in Sport Plus mode.
That's right, all the other modes are dead quiet.
It's good, it's as much pop as I want in a car like this.
For sure. At first when I heard it, I was a little bit disappointed, but then I thought again, you know what? This is the S-Class, it is luxurious.
Pop send in the trees where you really hear it.
There it is. It's a little too fake sounding in this. That's my issue with it.
Whatever.
Whatever.
To be honest, this is a car for old dudes, right?
It is. It really is.
Old dudes who don't want to drive fast, that's for people in the SL63.
That's right. And I have a big issue with this particular car that we're driving, but I'll get to that later.
I said Sport Plus is where the pop-pops happen. Remember the E400? We hated everything about Sport Plus in that one.
That's right.
Sport Plus is perfect here.
Because it's not overly Sport Plus. It's the right amount of Sport Plus. They didn't go overboard.
And the S-Class we had didn't have a Sport Plus, remember that?
Yes, that's true.
So this is like the best of everything.
That one only had a Sport, and this one doesn't have a race. You'd have to go to the AMG to get the race.
Oh, if only. We've been reviewing a lot of high-end Mercedes lately.
Yes, this summer.
A lot of them have the worst version of the infotainments.
This is very true.
I am proud to report this one has the full big screen S-Class nice one.
Yeah, the double screens, which is the S-Class pinnacle.
You know it's the better one when it can live rewind satellite radio stations. It can't like normal rewind, but live rewinding, it's a step in the right direction. 10 more years, AMG's gonna have it.
That's right. And it does have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and the gauges look fantastic in 3 different gauge modes. However, I have an issue with the lag. So if you switch your modes, you go with Sport, Sport Plus, and all that stuff, one gauge tells you that it changes, and then you have to wait for the other gauge for it to pop up. That's it.
That's because they run off 2 different computers. Remember they told us when
That's
we were in
right.
Croatia?
Well, yeah, we learned that at the A-Class launch. Watch that video.
Shout out Croatia soccer, even though you'll already know the result by now.
Yeah, this video is probably about a month or 2 late.
Okay, S-Class cliche corner send.
Luxury send, bro.
Dude, you
luxury send.
You don't need to luxury send this. This
Yeah, you
thing
do.
is great.
No, if you're beyond luxury sending this, you don't understand this car.
Yeah, but you don't have to understand it to go. It goes, man.
It does, it's fast.
Like this can bully most cars on the road.
For sure it can.
Like straight dummy them.
They couldn't have given this a bad engine. It's still an S-Class.
But it's like really fast. Since this is a convertible Cabriolet, we've got some cool convertible features.
And they're hidden.
Yes, okay.
With our dual hinge.
All our convertible buttons are in the glove box. The SL63 had a little panel that went up. It was way easier to use than this.
It was.
But I understand, you know, keep the same system inside, change it up. We've got the wind deflector that pops up off the top as well, just like the E400 Cabriolet.
And I will pop that up right now. So with the back, also the top goes up.
It's ugly, but less wind, better.
Way less wind.
In the trunk, you can put some stuff there, but if you need to drop the top, it's got a little panel that comes down to show you how far you can put your stuff in there without getting it crushed by the convertible top.
And you can kick it open and kick it closed.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised you could do that.
It's pretty awesome that it can actually do that.
You can raise and lower the top up to about 60 kilometers an hour, and it's very easy to use. It doesn't like stop you at all.
It's amazing, actually.
And when you have the top up, I swear this is the quietest convertible I've ever driven in my life.
It 100% is. And the top Man, the lining on it from when you have it closed, it's
so,
unreal.
So luxury.
I'm pretty sure it's like a suede type material and it looks so good and it feels so nice.
Yeah, when you're inside it and the top's up, it doesn't feel like you're in a convertible. It feels like you're in a normal hardtop.
It doesn't. And then we have these beautiful suede visors.
Okay.
Visor test.
I've got a good feeling.
So
3,
do I.
2, 1.
Yes.
Ah!
Full pass.
Wow.
Good job.
I love it when a plan comes together.
I know.
The windows are also super thick.
Yeah, they're like dual pane.
Luxury.
It's pure luxury.
So far, I like this so much more than the E400 convertible.
Really?
Yeah, but I think because the E400 coupe was so much more special than the convertible, but this is so much cooler than the 4-door S-Class.
That's debatable.
It's debatable, but I'm going with that side.
That's fair.
Also, the back seats are usually compromised a bit in convertibles. These ones are no different. You do need to sit up a lot straighter, just like the E400 Cabriolet.
But you can fit a Yuri-sized human being back there.
Yeah, and it's not the worst, you know?
Not a Jacob-sized one, though.
If I was getting driven around in an S-Class Cabriolet, I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, let's dabble on the looks, and then I'm gonna get you back into the driver's seat.
Just a dabble?
A dabble.
All right.
Pretty much normal S-Class, pretty much normal Mercedes, but we got one special feature,
What's that?
the taillights.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They are so cool. Tell them about them.
I saw them at the auto show and I proclaimed them my favorite taillights from the entire auto show. They are OLED, beyond LED.
They're even better in real life because when they're off, if the car takes a turn, they reflect off the sun like some crazy beautiful reflector.
So it looks like they're actually on, but they're not. They look amazing.
They look like reptile skin, like layered.
Yeah, that's kind of fair. Lizard
Maybe
skin?
crocodile.
Yeah.
Crocodile. This is rear wheel drive, right?
Yes, it is, Yuri. Oh, you're gonna be a child.
Launch!
That is definitely a rear wheel drive send.
You can turn off traction and it will get loose. It's in the system settings, very easy to use.
It is actually. There's no hard button for it.
This would be the funnest car to turn into a drift car or hoon. Think about that.
No one would expect it ever.
Think about how effortless it would drift.
You could probably just sip a cappuccino,
Yeah.
smoke a cigar while the adaptive cruise and lane keep assist drifts for you.
Something like that would probably happen.
Probably.
Mercedes, if you want us to drift this, let us know.
I
We'd
will
be
happily
willing.
drift this.
At the, what's that winter lake they drift on?
Oh, Gimli, Manitoba.
I request this one be present. Thank you.
Thank you. The taillights actually come on with this crazy little show every single time you put them on or off at night.
Yeah, you need to be in the auto setting where they'll automatically turn on, because in the daytime, they know you're not going to see it anyways, so they don't bother, which is kind of clever.
Since we're speaking about lights
Tell
at
me
night,
about them. Tell me about them.
Oh my God, the lights on this interior are second to none.
They're like the 100% best.
Nothing that I've driven has come even close.
The BMW 7 Series, not even close.
No,
The Audi we're driving right now, it's kind of nice, but not this good.
no.
But they do have a lot of color options.
Yeah, but it's nothing like this.
But it's one color short of pink. It's like purple and red. They just don't give you pink.
And you know what it doesn't have? Red Moon. Red Moon is the best color.
I think number 63 pink.
No, it's all about Red Moon because you get the two-tone.
The two-tone is nice, but I'd rather just blast you with one color, you know?
No.
Maybe if you could turn the brightness to like 14 instead of 10, then I'd be down for two-tone. The adaptive cruise and lane keep is great.
It's amazing.
Works just like all the good ones in the other Mercedes.
Yep, best ones.
The only thing in progressive mode, you can't get the lines to come in through the middle. You can only get the lane keep stuff on the left. Did you know that?
No, I didn't, but I don't really care about
Because
it
I
either.
obsess over infotainment.
Yes, you do.
And I love this one.
Yeah, and we also have a heads-up display. Oh, and it also changes lanes for you.
Yes, and we've got the cool hand scroll wheel thing that locks out when you get to the end of a menu.
That's right.
And now I think I'm pretty much done talking about my stuff. You said you had one major complaint. I want to hear all about it, and I know they do too, because people love hearing us complain.
That's right.
Or else, why would they tune in?
What are you going to complain about in a Mercedes S-Class?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Watch out.
What would you complain about in a Mercedes S-Class?
This particular one.
We do have seatbelt givers, and we've got a button to enable the seatbelt givers.
That's right. It's way over here, and I'll get to that in a bit.
And also, speaking of better than anyone else, the reverse and 360 camera, 4K, 8K, Ultra, OLED, LED, IMAX.
Time for a send.
Go.
Okay, so that is pure thrust, as I said earlier. This does 0 to 100 in 4.5 seconds.
Non-violently.
No, the smoothest.
It's like a bullet train.
Pretty much. We do have a 9-speed transmission, and it is so damn smooth, you do not feel gear changes at all, and that is exactly what you want from a car like this.
You may not feel them, but you will hear them when you're in Sport Plus mode with that brr, brr, brr.
That is true, but you also do have paddles in case you get excited and you want to just downshift, downshift, downshift.
What's the quality of that paddle?
So good because it's metal.
Okay, downshift, downshift, downshift. if you hold the down paddle, it'll kick you into the lowest gear at the highest RPM possible.
This is true. Ultimate passing move. Enough about the power, now the overall drive. It is so damn comfortable. If I was to come up with one word to describe the whole car, effortless. Steering, suspension, everything.
Braking?
Everything's effortless. I had no issue with braking.
I feel like you really got to be like on it to stop this thing, because once it gets going, like it's got to stop, and it can stop.
You have to mentally prepare for what car you're in.
Yeah.
Then you're fine.
See, that's effort.
For you.
Exactly.
You know what is effortless, more so for me? The side bolsters that pump up as you take turns.
Oh, you really feel it in this one compared to other models.
Now?
Oh, I feel it more in this model than other ones.
Because normally you don't, because you're a smaller guy.
Yeah, but this one you really feel it.
And you're always flat. So what it does is when you take a right turn, the left side pumps up.
I think these are probably the most comfortable seats of any car.
Yeah, they're definitely up there.
We've been mentioning seat comfort a lot. I have not been not comfortable in this car once.
No, never. The suspension is adaptive air suspension, so we can raise it with this button in case you wanted to get out at a higher level. If you put it in Sport Plus mode, it gets a little firmer, but at no point was I ever uncomfortable in Sport Plus mode. And it handles really well for the size of this thing.
Yeah, set your expectations high because this thing is great.
Yeah.
Like actually really good.
The size is what blows me away. I would like to briefly continue talking about the suspension because it's that good, man. It is so comfortable. Taking potholes at full speed, you don't even feel them, you glide over it. That is what I want from a car like this.
Do you think that's aided by the big fat tires?
I think so. Okay, I think it's time. It is time for what I hate about this particular car. It is how this particular car is spec'd out.
I fully agree. I want to hear more.
The tires. Number one, they're 19s, which is a big number, but they're too small for this car. It probably helps with comfort, but it does not help with looks. I would like to option the 20-inch wheels because they look so much better.
Okay, let's check that box. What's next?
We have black paint, which is fine. I would like to option white.
I agree with you there. I'm not a fan of black cars.
And we also have a black top. I would like to option the red top.
Fully agree with you there. Is there a blue top as well?
I believe so.
Kind of like in the blue on red though.
Hang on though. Next thing, I would like a red interior as we have a black one.
Yeah, black interior is kind of boring. I feel like this is almost plain boring spec.
So I want white on red on red. So I want red guts.
Okay, what's next?
Part of this interior, we have anthracite black wood, and it's too black. It just looks like black, like piano black.
It does look like piano black, but when the light hits it perfectly, it looks special.
That's right. That's the only time that it looks good.
It's sleeper piano black.
But do you know what I would actually spec? You might lose your mind when you hear this.
I'm guessing it's dark ash wood.
No, they don't even offer that.
Carbon fiber?
No, they offer it, but I wouldn't spec it in this.
Okay.
Piano black flowing lines wood.
Okay.
So there's a full trim with lines across it, and it looks amazing.
And it's got the word piano black in it?
Yep.
And you want to choose that?
Guess what? This is a super luxury car that you are not going to clean yourself. It is appropriate and so classy.
I guess. You know what I'd really like?
What?
This dashboard, how it wraps around, if it was like a fish tank.
That would be baller.
Or even TV screens of a fish tank.
And there's one last thing that I would spec because I would want this to be ostentatious, the Swarovski crystal headlight package. You get Swarovski crystals in your headlights.
I mean, if you're already paying this much, why not, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So for everyone who wants to keep up, this is what Jacob's spec looks like. Here's what my spec looks like. Vote below in the comments, Yuri's spec or Jacob's spec.
I think Jacob's spec looks better.
No chance.
Let us know. Now let's touch on the interior a little bit more. It's beautiful, first of all. These air vents are not my favorite. The E-Class AMG ones were my favorite.
Yeah, these are subtle, but I guess it matches the rest of the trim of this car.
Very true. Everything is within reach. It is the most luxurious feeling ever. I don't have to move a muscle to be able to do everything, except a couple buttons over here on my far left side.
Yeah, you gotta reach really far to click that seatbelt giver button. Pretty much the same distance as reaching back, but you don't have to put in the effort of twisting your arm, so you're okay.
And then we have the lane keep and adaptive cruise. However, that is it. Everything else was within reach and it's so perfect.
You know what I want to see in this?
What?
Right here, I want to be able to push a button so that a vanity mirror comes out so I can see myself for makeup or hair gel.
We do have cooled seats and we have heated seats.
And we've got an air scarf.
So we get hot air blowing on your neck right here in case it gets too chilly for you.
And what I like about this one is you can move the headrest up and down with the controls on the side, and you can use a button to move it forward or back. You know how much I love my tilting headrests.
Yes, and it is so comfortable and they are so soft.
So touching back on this luxury thing, the best part are these double screens.
It is actually.
Nothing feels more special than like, what is it, a 3-foot wide television on your car?
Pretty much, yeah.
Compared to the GTC and the SL63 with those little dinky screens and the tacked on old 2000, what, like 13 infotainment?
2010, 12.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, but I did see a 2019 C43 AMG on the internet, and it had the newer infotainment style, kind of like
one of
A-Class. No, it had it there too. It like blended into the gauges.
Oh.
And it had the same kind of menu stuff here.
Oh, that's cool.
So that is promising for infotainment aficionados like myself.
I love the steering wheel. The steering is so light. It is the most effortless steering.
I think if we put paddles to catch wind and use like a fan or something, we could turn the wheel with air pressure.
Probably. It is so light, I could do it with my pinky if I really wanted to, and there you go, and I'm steering with my pinky.
For your sake, I wish this was grip and grain, like
It
hard looking wood.
Exactly, it's too dark. It is wood and it feels so fancy, but yeah, it's a little too dark.
You know what I also really like?
What's that?
The dedicated full-size ashtray.
Oh yeah, for all your cigars?
Cigarettes, bro. I forgot to mention one thing about the convertible roof. We do have a key, the newer style key, which we can drop the roof from the key. Just like the E400 Coupe, it's very hard to hold that button down for the full duration.
So if you're an older person with arthritis or something like that, it's really going to be challenging to actually hold the button.
And if you're not an old person and you bought this car, tell us why. I'm so curious.
Yeah, I'm actually really jealous because I could see myself driving this. It's
Yeah.
still fast. It's still damn luxurious, and it's still damn expensive.
I want to know what I think about this car in like 15 years. So future Yuri, I look forward to not hearing what you have to say about this, but reflecting on what past Yuri had to say.
That's right. And one more thing I'd like to mention about the seats, since we did mention how comfortable they are. They're Designo Nappa, and the Nappa leather is so soft.
And massaging.
And they are quilted. There's a lot.
This is probably the nicest luxury car we've driven, I think.
I think so too. Now that we've sat in it for a longer extended period of time, I think this is nicer than that S-Class that we drove, the sedan.
Yeah.
But the spec is a little bit different. And if this was spec'd even better, this would be next level.
But we did drive an Aston Martin recently, and Aston Martin is pure luxury, but a little bit race, right? Because
Yes.
James Bond and getting away from bad guys.
That's right.
To be honest, the interior here is like way nicer for me.
It is very nice. There's nothing cheap going on anywhere.
If Aston Martin could throw in some of this double screen into their new models, that would be ideal for me.
Yeah, that would be pretty nice.
Of course, it's probably not ideal to Aston Martin owners, so what does it matter?
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing at all. So now that I'm spoiled by a rich car, how expensive is it?
$166,600 to start.
Canadian?
That's right, but this one's obviously got some options. Only one option, the exclusive package, $173,100.
Okay, but how much would it cost with your options?
Approximately $184,000.
And it looks so much better.
It looks like $1 million bucks, not just $10,000 more.
That is true.
There you go.
So let us know if you've got an S-Class Cabriolet. How old are you? Why did you get it? And why didn't you get anything else?
And I think it's time for the top-down subscription break.
Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the YouTube sponsor button so you can get a cool icon next to your name, and patreon.com/TheStraightPipes.
Do it all.
Top's still going?
Still
A
going.
little bit of time left.
A little bit of time. There's only
And-
time to subscribe.
And cue the new outro.
There.
I'm Yuri.
I'm Jacob.
We're going for a drive. This is a subscription break. Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe right now. Subscribe. We didn't do that.